You ever seen these before? Greenlee.
What?
Have you ever seen these letters before?
No.
And when's the last time you looked in this drawer?
I have no idea. I told you it was David's.
I hate to push, but I kind of have to here. If I can narrow down the timeline, figure out when these letters were put there, we can be just that much closer to finding out what happened to your husband. You're gonna have to open these and read them.
Why? Obviously, what's in there is private.
Greenie, this is evidence. So we're gonna have to read them. Now, starting with yours.
I can't do this. Not here.
Hey, beautiful. Oh, I was supposed to meet you at my parents' place.
I waited for almost an hour, Frankie. Where were you?
You know, things have been so crazy around here, and if it makes you feel any better, I forgot to put on socks this morning. See? Those socks.
You know what? It's probably better that we do this here anyway instead of in front of your entire family.
Do what?
Talk. About Madison.
What are you doing here?
To make a long story short, Ryan is my babysitter.
And to make a short story a little bit longer?
Well, I jumped bail. Yeah, I was driving to New York. I wanted to meet Zach and explain the charges to him, but I got caught.
How are you not locked up right now?
Well, the judge owed Jesse some favors. So Ryan, of course, stepped in and said he would watch me and make sure I didn't go anywhere. So I'll be spending a little bit of time here with the kids.
Greenlee says it's the hero thing that's part of what makes Ryan so attractive. And sometimes...
Well, sometimes it seems like she's his Lois Lane. Can't help thinking about her.
No. I mean, his bravery and his selflessness, it is part of what makes Ryan such an amazing man. It's ironic, huh? The thing that we love so much about Ryan could be the thing that makes us lose him.
We won't lose him.
I wasn't truthful before. I do think about Greenlee and what she wants.
Thank you, guys, but I got to tell you, from my perspective, you two are the upstanding ones, and I'm the one who has been known to have some pretty morally challenged moments, especially when anger gets the best of me. Ryan, and Hayward is very, very skillful in bringing that anger out.
How many times do I have to say it? Whatever happened that night, you're better off not knowing.
Okay, the bottom line is I was angry enough to kill him, Ted.
Doesn't mean you did it.
But whatever David did to Greenlee that night, it scared her enough to want to stay with him, and I find this out, right? So I go to Hayward, and my intention is to keep him away from Greenlee. That's what I go there with the intention, and I did it. You know what? Hayward is permanently away from Greenlee, so no matter what happens, I mean, the truth is going to come out here.
And you may go to prison.
The bottom line is if I did this, I would be able to live with it because I would know that there was a reason. It's the only way to stop David from hurting people.
All right? Have it your way. Let's just say if I find something that the cops could use against you, it might disappear. I'm just saying.
My dearest Greenlee, there are no words to describe what you've meant to me. I never knew I could care for anyone so much. I gave you my heart. I gave you everything I had to give, but it wasn't enough. You will never truly be mine because you will never love me the way I love you. I know this now, and I accept it. But I can't live with the pain. I know I've hurt you. I know that you suffered, and for that, I'll be eternally sorry. I hope somehow that will help. With great love, your husband, David.
So what do you suppose all this means?
I was hurting. I know what I told you up in the room. I just didn't realize.
Well, I'm gonna have to enter these into evidence. I'll make copies, of course. I'm guessing that these are similar. You okay?
I don't know.
Be careful. You know there's wild DAs out here, right? Very dangerous.
Liza?
No, I'm serious. I could attack you at any given moment.
Okay, point taken. I suppose that was a little harsh back then.
A little harsh.
Just
yeah.
that this whole Hayward thing's got everybody on edge, you know, and seeing you brings up certain feelings.
What, like hate?
No. More like disappointment. And I gotta be honest, I'm not the only one who feels that way.
There's a man that was murdered. Ryan Lavery is the prime suspect. And everybody here just wants me to turn the other way.
Ryan Lavery is a good man. He's got friends, he's got family. And Hayward was Hayward. He asked me the real crime would be letting Ryan go to prison for doing something like that.
The law doesn't give a pass to the popular guy. I'm sorry, there was a crime committed. He has to pay.
When I step back and take a few deep breaths, I know you've got a job to do.
Well, that was the nicest thing you've said to me in weeks.
Just wish to God you didn't seem to enjoy it so much.
Well, thank you so much for the kitchen tour. If I'm going to stay here, I at least want to help out. Do you have something that you want to ask me?
You and Ryan and Greenlee have history together.
Yeah, long, insane history.
And Ryan respects you and your opinion.
I like you, Madison. I can tell that you care about Ryan, and I even think you're good for him. But I can't take sides.
No, I know that.
I want Ryan to be happy, whatever that means for him. I want this whole mess to be over with so he can focus on his own life and his kids.
I want the same thing. I know I don't have the same history with Ryan that Greenlee has. I mean, they're like this myth, you know? I'm just the girl he met when he wasn't looking.
Oh, Ryan cares about you too. I've seen it. I can tell. And Greenlee, she's done nothing but cause him trouble. A lot of trouble. And she's the reason why he's a murder suspect.
I know he's innocent.
Well, let's hope the police agree with you. And there's one other thing that you need to know. Ryan and Greenlee have unfinished business. He's trying to wrap it up, and maybe she is too.
Maybe?
I've known Greenlee a long time. When she wants something, she gets it. Trust me.
Good luck with everything.
What is it? What's wrong?
Nothing. It's, hard to explain.
Okay, sit down.
No, you sit too. You're gonna need to for this.
Great. Look, I get that you guys are friends, and I'm totally cool with that. And I know that she's with Ryan, but...
Yeah, but Ryan's been all about Greenlee lately. It's been hard for her.
Fine. But what about us? Why are you keeping secrets from me?
I was just trying to give her some privacy. If it were you, you'd want the same thing, right?
It's just weird that you didn't say anything.
I know. I screwed up, and I'm sorry. Madison's my friend, but my wife comes first. I don't want there to be any secrets between us. I just want to show you every day, every minute, how much you mean to me.
I really wasn't accusing you of anything. You do make me feel so loved.
Well, in case you need a reminder.
I got it.
I just find it amazing that after all these years, you don't know me.
I know you're the new DA. One is going after Ryan without mercy.
Do I take pride in my work? Damn right. Do I want to be the best? Hell yes. I didn't go back to law school at my age and bust my butt just to become another attorney. I want to be the best. I want to be respected, and I want to be recognized.
Well, you'll be recognized, all right.
And if you don't know how much this is absolutely killing me to go after one of the finest men in this town, you just don't know me.
That's it. You're really going to offend David. Everything he was, everything he did, all the people he hurt.
You know, everybody in this town just thinks that David was just evil. He wasn't. Yeah, I do. I have a little sympathy for him. As a man that made mistakes because he was in pain. Listen, until you have felt what he's felt, Tad, who are you to judge?
That's how you see it?
That man is gone.
Well, that's the thing, Liza. I get the impression that Hayward will never really be gone. Because, say what you will about the guy, he did make an impression.
Well, nothing lasts forever, right?
I guess not.
I have news.
Is it bad?
Depends on who you ask.
Suicide? Hayward intentionally taking his own life.
Well, what's the more plausible story? I mean, you and David had a major fight, Ryan. When it's over, you're both bloodied and bruised up, but he waits while you stagger back to the bar, get him a drink, and mix it with a lethal dose of his own digitalis. Then he knocks it back and he dies? That makes absolutely no sense.
Maybe Hayward tried to poison me. I got a hold of the drink and I forced it down his throat.
You wouldn't do that.
We both know what I'm capable of when rage takes over, Green.
You're not that man
I know
anymore.
how angry I was when I went to the room. I just don't remember what happened.
Stop trying.
What?
You're free. We're both free. What David wrote proves that. Whatever you said that night made him realize that it was over. That he had no chance of getting you back because...
What could I have possibly said to him to make him...
I don't know. But isn't it the most logical explanation?
There's a million explanations, possible explanations.
Yeah, you know what?
Here.
We could come up with stories all night long, but why don't we accept the obvious? No more racking your brain, no more hypnosis. Just move on with your life and have what you really want.
Hey. What are you doing here?
Looking for you, actually.
I'm gonna get going. Okay, will you please let me know if you hear something else?
Yeah.
So, you fill him in on what he said when he was under hypnosis?
If you're talking about him admitting that he still loves me, I would hope that he'd have a bigger reaction than that.
Oh, of course. Yeah, what am I thinking? Be brass bands and pyrotechnics and fireworks. When can I expect to see that?
Actually, if he's not admitting anything, I'm not going to push it right now.
Right. So you're going to try to help clear his name?
Hopefully that's already taken care of.
Hey, my errands are finito. I am officially all yours.
Excellent.
What's going on? Oh, well, who's he from?
David.
David wrote me a letter.
Well, the envelope says Amanda, but I think it's for both of you.